So one of my favorite drinks to make is a margarita. And
Whose isn't?
My buddy here knows how to make something like a margarita.
We're gonna play with the flavors of a margarita, kind of break them apart a little bit. And we're gonna do a Jicama Green Apple Slaw with a tequila and lime vinaigrette. It's like a margarita vinaigrette all over some delicious vegetables.
Blend it and put it in a glass and drink it?
You could, but it wouldn't. Let's talk about side dishes, bro.
Let's do it.
Side dishes.
I love side
so
dishes.
grilled burgers, grilled steaks, grilled ribs, you guys are doing that stuff, but sometimes we fall short when it comes to doing side dishes.
Story of my life, dude.
Coming up short?
Steaks and chips, basically.
Cut. This is a no cooking recipe. We're doing a raw slaw. We're doing a Jicama Green Apple Slaw with a kind of a margarita-esque vinaigrette. It's gonna be really, really delicious. Have you ever had Jicama before?
Never.
Let's talk about Jicama. Jicama is wonderful. This is what it looks like. It's a root. Imagine somewhere between a potato and an apple, right? So the flesh is very porous and firm at the same time. And to be honest, it doesn't have a ton of flavor, but what it does have is the ability to soak up flavors that you give it. So we're gonna do a margarita-ish with tequila, lime juice, and some cilantro and some it's gonna be a good vinaigrette. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with the Jicama, and CJ, you are gonna get started with the apples. Now we're gonna do, I'll guide you through it, my friend. Here you go, go with that.
Okay.
All right, we're going to slice them in half.
Okay.
And then in half again. Yep.
Okay.
If you've never peeled, I'm sorry, if you've never cut the seeds out of, keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you've never cut the seeds out of an apple before, here, I'm gonna take it from you.
Yeah, never have.
Once you get to this part right
Not like
here,
this anyways.
once you get to this part right here, just go on its side like that, and then you cut like that, and then you've gotten rid of all of your seeds. Cool? And then once you get here, we're gonna do some thin slices.
Okay. Wow.
Cool? Groovy. All right, you keep going on that. All right,
Okay.
so here I have my Jicama. I'm just gonna take my knife and slowly go down the sides and get rid of all the skin on the outside. It's a very fibrous skin, so we don't want any of it. Not very appetizing.
I don't know how to...
Actually, I was gonna.
No.
Actually, it's funny. CJ and I met in a very interesting way. We both lived in Tampa together for a while.
And now
well, not
in
together,
Tampa.
sorry. He and his wife lived in Tampa, and then my wife and I lived in Tampa. And you tell it, because it started with you.
Yeah. So we were at a restaurant, and somebody came up to us and started talking to us and asking us if we were Nathan and his wife Chelsea.
No, come on. They were like, "Are you Chef Nathan Libby?"
Okay. We're like, "Oh my gosh, can I get your autograph?" And
No,
I was
they
like,
didn't say
"No,
that.
no,
They
no,
didn't say
no,
that.
no."
They didn't say that.
Anyways,
Something like that.
Something along that line. And I was like, no, you've actually got us confused with somebody else. And while Mick and I, so they left, and we're like, who could that be? Well, it turned out we were actually sitting next to Nathan and his wife in Florida, and we were at a
Hey,
church.
I'm cutting these thin just like you, and then I'm gonna julienne them just while we're chitting. While we're chitting.
And so we actually ended up
We
sitting
used to
next
sit next to
them
each other
one.
at church for like over a year.
Yeah, which actually speaks terrible things about us that
That's
we
true.
never talked.
That's true.
And so
And we had seen each other, but never said
Yeah.
hello or anything.
And so Mickey and I were like, that's got to be who they think that we are. And so anyways,
No,
we just,
no. Well, you were like mixing up the story, man.
Whoa, no.
Whoa, bro.
Bro.
So they like, people were mistaking them for me and my wife, because apparently he and his wife, from a distance, look just like me and my wife. Very weird.
It's a little strange.
We have good taste.
Totally.
Cute wives.
Mm-hmm.
Then my wife was at work, and she got a phone number, and then this person she was talking to was like, "Oh, you would love hanging out with this couple. They're really fun." So I call the number, and I get sent a voicemail. This guy.
I don't even know. I don't like to answer calls that I don't know. That's actually not true. I actually have a lot of pressure when the phone rings to answer.
That's true.
It's terrible.
So I called him and left a message, and then this story's not as interesting when I tell other people. It gets more interesting.
It does get more interesting.
Anyway, so I called him and left a message, and then he called me and left a message, and then I called him back. We ended up hanging out and becoming best buds.
Yeah, and
Turned into an official bromance.
yeah, we like
Actually,
met up, hung out.
Yeah, that
had
night?
No, we had lunch that afternoon. Or it was the next day, the next afternoon, we're like, hey, let's get together. So we finally did. And then it was like, hey, we actually enjoyed each other's company. So it was like, we should get together for dinner. And so we did on a Tuesday night.
And then every single Tuesday.
Yeah, for at least a year.
We spent so much money.
Yeah.
It was an expensive date night.
And I ate really well. It was awesome.
But we ended up hanging out every single Tuesday, and we would have dinner parties, and we would do all fun stuff like this all the time. We hang out on the back porch and grill. But I think the thing I valued most about it is food is something more than just something you eat. It's something that you can celebrate with and, you know, build friendships with. So if you guys are just getting into cooking, cooking for other people is so much better than just cooking for yourself. And if you can, you know, build relationships while you're building a repertoire of awesomeness in the kitchen, that's where it's at. We actually have, what do we have, like 15 people come over tonight?
Yeah, or more. It's going to be more like 20.
We're legitimately throwing a party.
Yeah, it's not just
for this, like we are actually throwing a party tonight. So we're showing you all the food that we're cooking for said party.
And I've been talking about Nathan and his wife to all my friends, and we've actually done some other work together before. So everybody has seen that. We've hung out, and of course I always brag about all the amazing food that I get to eat. And I didn't know how well a response it would be. Like, hey, you want to come over for a party? And they're like, oh, that buddy of yours, Nathan's going to be cooking. I was like, yeah. And they're like,
Did they really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You didn't tell me that part.
Oh, yeah. They're like, yeah, we're in. We're in.
Fun.
So anyways, it was not difficult rounding up 20 people. In fact, we had to we couldn't invite everybody because everybody would show up.
If this is the first episode you guys have seen, we're doing a bunch of side dishes, we're doing a bunch of entrees, we're doing some barbecue smoked ribs with a smoked blackberry barbecue sauce. Shut your face. You actually haven't had that yet.
Never had it.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right, so we're going to finish up julienning all of our vegetables, and we'll mix it together in our vinaigrette. All right, that looks great. Why don't you slide those apples over and bring us that bowl. Now we're gonna get to our vinaigrette. Now this vinaigrette is really, really simple. You're going to love it. We're gonna start with some olive oil. Go for it. And I've got some tequila. You can use any tequila that you like.
Say when?
We're gonna go quite a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, like 3 times that amount.
Oh.
So we're creating, this is mostly vinegar. We're gonna add like a shot and a half of tequila.
Enough? That's a lot.
Good. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to basically create almost like a pickling liquid, so we want to have a lot more vinaigrette because I was telling you earlier about that delicious jicama. It soaks up all that flavor, which is what we want. Let's grab some of that mustard. Grab a spoon over there.
Okay.
Let's add like 1 spoon of that mustard. Okay. We've also got some chopped garlic. Yeah, that looks good. A little bit of chopped garlic. Let's go for some salt and pepper there, Siege.
How many pinches?
Let's do 1 pinch. Oh, that was a tiny pinch.
What?
Here, do it again. Ready? Yeah.
Did I get you? Yes! That was awesome. Okay.
All right, let's give that a stir.
Okay.
Looks good. I'm going to take some cilantro. I'm just going to pull some off. We don't need to be too finicky with it. Stems, by the way, have a ton of flavor. So if you love cilantro, the stems have a ton of flavor. It's not all just located in the leaves, so don't be afraid of the stems. This is all going to get mixed up like a salad, so lots of fun. Plus it makes things easier. You know, this is easy. We're using a lot of the same ingredients in this side dish that we did in our other side dish. If you haven't seen it, you can click the link right there. It basically helps when you're shopping that you don't have to get so many different ingredients. You can just have the same ingredients, but you prepare them or cut them and flavor them in different ways so that it seems like a much newer.
Especially for this many people.
Go ahead, give that a mix with the cilantro.
Okay.
I'm going to add the peppers, all the apples, the jicama, and the onions.
Start chucking some of these apples
in?
Yeah,
go for it.
Okay. Is that too many apples over here?
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's too much.
Oh, okay.
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
You go ahead. Rick's laughing at that one. See the camera start shaking.
Yeah. Laugh it up, fuzzball. Name that movie.
Okay, let me use the Laugh It Up Fuzzball?
Yeah. Oh, and if you don't get this one, it's on camera and you should be embarrassed.
Howard the Duck?
Oh my gosh, no.
Laugh It Up Fuzzball. Was it some kid movie?
Basically the greatest movie in the world.
All right, tell me.
Dude, if it's the greatest movie in the world and it's my movie that I love and it's the greatest movie in the world, what would it be?
Wayne's World.
No,
what am I gonna do?
That's a good assumption, but you're wrong. Laugh It Up, Fuzzball. Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Oh.
Chewie, is that you?
What's your excuse? What?
It was a little vague. The accent was. Speaking of Star Wars, are you excited or nervous?
Oh, dude. There's no nerves.
Do or do not. There is no try.
It is all game, man. I'm like geeking out and I watch all like the interview stuff that he does at like Comic-Cons that I couldn't go to, and J.J. Abrams is going to rock the world.
I'm gonna roll some limes. I'm gonna add some lime juice to this as well. I'm excited, but I'm afraid.
Oh man.
I'm a little afraid. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. I think it's gonna be great. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be great. I just don't know.
Oh man, if
'Cause I think
it's
you know what it is?
anything like what he did with Star Trek,
I think
and
maybe it's
giving it
the
new life.
experience, like when you were a kid and you experienced it for the first
Sure.
time. You know, I
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know.
I'm way more excited about this than I was about the other 3 that were
Yeah?
installed because he's actually doing
those lines.
like actual live puppets.
Yeah.
He's getting rid
I
of
heard
so much.
He's using so much of like the original techniques.
Yes,
too,
yeah, he's not doing all of the blue screen
You know,
and digital
they did that
things.
with Jurassic Park too. Like they really stayed true
Oh,
to original techniques that Spielberg
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Which is so cool.
Oh, it's the
because I
best.
remember the scene like in the beginning. I'm sorry, in the very first movie, by
Yeah.
far the best one.
Oh, yeah.
I love the new one.
Oh,
Just
it
'cause
actually
I'm
had a
nerdy.
lot of like
Yeah.
same feelings as the first one.
But
for me.
the first one when they're sitting on the trail, like laying on the Triceratops.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It was
I
pretty
wanted-
magical.
I wanted to be there.
I know. Just want to party with your
I just wanna go.
Triceratops.
I just want to go there. I'm just gonna go.
So that looks really good, dude.
So this is
I'm,
it.
like
It's done.
confused by all the flavors
So
that are going to be in the dough.
the lime juice and the tequila, we're going to taste it right now real quick just so you guys can see the deliciousness. But I would let this sit in Tupperware or in a Ziploc bag so all those flavors really soak into the apple and the jicama, and it kind of starts to pickle. So if I were doing a big party, which I am, we're going to let this sit for 2.5 hours, and it gives a chance for all those flavors to marry together.
I'm getting
and
a lot
get
of the
wonderful.
scents, and it's-
Yeah? You grab a fork. You grab one.
Okay.
Let's try it. I'm going to try some of the apple and the jicama.
Oh yeah,
You
I don't
can.
even. Where's the jicama?
So the jicama is the thin julienne.
Yeah,
Mm.
looking for it, reaching. Oh, I see it now.
You get the tequila.
Oh, I missed it. I'm still searching. I'm sorry.
You ever
Keep
eaten
going.
before, bro?
Nah, dude. I haven't. I'm looking. I'm seriously. They look like apples.
No, they don't. Right here.
Oh, that's it.
It's good, right? That tequila doesn't come in until the end, which is really nice.
Oh, I'm totally
Now
fine.
don't get all crazy and add tons of tequila thinking that you're making it more amazing and better. You just
do
kill
like
it. You just
tequila.
overpower it.
Oh, that's
it's just
awesome.
a touch of it, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of
I
have that.
smell it more than I taste it.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
smell.
Over the next few hours, it's going to get even more delicious as the flavors
Man,
start
that's
to marry.
rad.
It's really good, right?
Super strange because like all the flavors, but it's like
It
good
works.
strange.
It works, my friend. So if you guys like this, leave us a comment, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. We're doing tons and tons of fun stuff all summer long, and making really great drinks and great food.
Yeah,
Just
it's
make
gonna
it
be
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a party.
Hey, should we get like a it's a party high five, like our own handshake for this thing?
Like where we high five and it like freeze like 80s.
Yeah.
That's the end right there.
Okay. A little sweaty. A little moist.